This is it. Today is finally the day that I'm going to unveil to you guys the purple snake that I hatched out earlier this summer. Are you guys ready for this? Here we go. My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world. What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me here today. So today is finally the day. I am so excited to finally show off to you guys this purple snake that I hatched out. Now, it's not completely purple that you're going to see, but it's pretty purple. Like, overall snake is pretty purple, and no edits to this whatsoever. The photos, nothing. This is completely unaltered. This snake just came out like this and blew my mind even when it was in the egg and I just saw a small little window of it. Just crazy. But I don't want to keep you guys too long. I want to show this off to you right now. So this right here is the mystery snake I hatched out earlier this month, and this is to the pairing of my banana leopard pied male to my 100% het pied female. So this was the outcome in one of those eggs. Here it is. This is the mystery snake right here. So he was actually a little bit smaller when he came out of the egg. Now with a few meals in him, he's eating totally fine. He's totally healthy, completely active. I mean, this guy is a stunner, that's for sure. I've gotten mixed opinions about this guy. People are really like, wow, this thing is really, really incredible, but I have no idea what it is. People are saying potentially if this is just a simple banana leopard, this is the craziest banana leopard they've ever seen. This could be maybe even a one-off anomaly. This could be something more is in this project that I am currently working with that I maybe just am not aware of. But I personally have scoured the web, researched a ton. I personally have not come across something that has this amount of purple ratio to the rest of the coloration and the mutations that I have come across in a snake. I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on it as well too. It's just a really, really interesting snake, and it's definitely just one that's like an eye-catching snake because it's just gorgeous, has a very unique pattern that I have personally never really seen. And really this animal is a two-tone animal that's completely either purple along with a maybe a little bit more of a goldish yellow tint to it, and it's just really, really unique looking, very gorgeous looking. It's a stunner for sure, but it's got a nice dorsal stripe of yellow going straight across the back of the body of this animal all the way down to the tail. It's gorgeous from head to toe, and then it's got very unique markings, and it could potentially be leopardish markings. I definitely for sure think this thing has leopard in it, obviously has banana in it, but I don't know if something else is playing a factor to make these markings kind of drippy, I guess is the best word. It kind of looks drippy, kind of teardroppy, but there's no clown involved in this whatsoever, and it doesn't have a clown head whatsoever. So you're seeing like these drips just kind of go along the side, these speckles and spots along the side, but it's purely a purple and goldish yellow tinted snake, and it's incredible. It's just beautiful. It's completely clean, completely healthy, no issues with it whatsoever, but this is what came out, and I was just blown away when it came out. And when it shed out and it looked like this, I was even more blown away. Obviously, it's still pretty small, and we are still just letting it work its way up, and it's eating everything that I put in front of this thing, so that's great. I'm just really excited to raise this thing up and see how it grows and matures. That's really what's going to be important to me, is seeing what this thing does as it matures, and really just kind of prove it out. I mean, it is a male, so I personally am one that is in the camp to slow grow my males, let them raise and get to size when they do get to size, so we're just totally going to let this guy do his thing. And I just am really excited, but I am thrown for a loop. And if you've seen my past videos where I've shown off the rest of this clutch, now you kind of know why I'm like second guessing myself a little bit. The animals in that clutch look like what they are supposed to, but maybe a little bit slightly off what they should be, or looking a little bit extra of what they should be in certain animals. And I don't know if that's just me like overthinking it because I've seen this animal and I'm like, well, something's playing a factor in this potentially. What's going on with these potentially? You know, I don't want to rule it out necessarily, but it's throwing me for a loop at the end of the day. And that's where my confusion is lying. So I'm not just like confused on these morphs. I've seen these morphs and I know how to ID these morphs truly. And I just get thrown for a loop when I see this guy come out, and I'm like, you know what? Is there something else in this maybe? Does this look a little bit slightly different and peculiar and unique looking? I don't know. It's just when you throw something like this into the mix where really you have no idea what's going on here, it's very confusing. But it's fun, you know? I mean, this is what I love about this, is the mystery, literally calling this the mystery snake currently, because there's so much mystery and so much fun stuff to like play around with these genes. I mean, look at this animal. It's moving around perfectly just around my hand, just making a nice little U. Totally alert, flicking its tongue. It's just a beautiful, beautiful animal for sure, and I love this guy for sure. It is a male for sure. All the bananas have checked out to be male. But normally, in a lot of morphs, you see a lot more of that yellow and goldish tints to these animals. You don't normally see a high ratio of purple. People have been trying to hit purple snakes for a long time, and it just hasn't checked out to be the ideal purple that people are wanting. I think this is really one of those animals that is the dark shade of purple that people are wanting and trying to go for, and stacking genes to go for. Darker genes, trying to get that purple snake. This does not have that necessarily in it. It's got a really nice shade of purple. It's definitely not just a lavenderish tint to it. It's a very interesting darker shade of purple. And again, it's really not like anything I've personally seen in person or on the web or anything. It's very, very interesting, you know, it's very peculiar. I'm still going to be sending this snake out. I have some photos that I just took, obviously, that you're seeing right here. We recently took these guys, and I wanted to get it before this guy goes through another shed cycle, because like I said, he's eating like a champ. And after this video, I'm going to offer him another meal as well too. It was also really nice too to get into the studio and take some nice new fresh photos of this animal before he did go into a potential shed, just because you could see him in true studio tones. And after I did the studio photo shoot of this guy, I actually took him outside because I saw the sun was peeking outside of the clouds, and just the tones of him outside is just incredible. Like, you can see this gold blushing on this guy just kind of shine in between the goldish sheen and the purples in this animal. I'm really excited to see how this animal matures as he gets older. So I just constantly just want to see this guy grow and mature. I just wanted to see what your guys' thoughts and opinions were of this guy as well too. It's just really exciting to me to finally show off this guy, know that he's doing well, and just really, really excited to see what goes on and see how far this project could potentially go. This is really exciting to see an animal like this. Could it be a one-off? Could it be something more? I don't really know. You know, it's a first-time pairing for these animals, a first-time breeding for both of these animals that I paired them up with, the adults, the parents, and I'll show you what the parents look like here. All right, and right here, what we have, this is Mama. So Mama just looks like a completely normal, just your average 100% heifer pied. Looks totally, nothing looks out of order with her. If there were something going on deeper with this animal, and there is something hiding in these animals, how far this goes. So this is an animal that I also self-produced as well too, this 100% het gal, and she's gorgeous, looks great. But yeah, really nothing in her whatsoever out of the blue or out of the ordinary that I see with hers. But I mean, can't rule out anything, you know? I mean, I will gladly go all the way up the family tree of these guys and kind of figure it out. I am also, for sure, this coming season, also going to throw these two together again to see if we can replicate this in some sort of way as well, to see if we get another weird thing, or if that was maybe just a one-off. I don't know. I know a lot of people say, oh, they have something going on. But when you have something going on and you have something that etched out that doesn't look like anything that anyone else has ever seen, you kind of question a little bit more. Also, too, if you hear all that smacking, that's my Redford tortoise Daisy just kind of going crazy in the corner right now. It's her bedtime. What can I say? Of course, I mean, we are dealing with animals here, so it never fails as you are making something that not everything can go as it should. This guy is in shed, so he's not going to be displaying well. In a future video, I will, once he's out of shed, I will update you guys on him so you can see him fresh and clean out of shed. But this is my banana leopard pied male right here, deep in blue right now. Is not expressing his colors well whatsoever. He looks like a ghost. He nearly looks hypo right now. Don't see anything that stands out, but again, when you have something banana and you bring it to those things, the purples don't necessarily express to the degree that that animal is basically showing and displaying. Normally you're going to have a lot more yellowing on the dorsaling, and you're going to have that purple in the markings and the patterning. That's just kind of how they go. Whereas this animal is completely the reverse. This animal is complete purple with a whole bunch of markings and patterning that are basically goldish in tint and tone. And it's just very, very opposite, topsy-turvy. You know, it's very, very reverse in a way, and it's throwing me off, like I said. But we're gonna let this guy go back. He's just kind of resting. He's blind right now, so he wants to be left alone. He's like, come on, man, just let me shed. So I'm gonna let him do his thing. But yeah, once he's fully out of shed, I will revisit him so you guys can check in on him and see what he also looks like as well. It's just really cool and rewarding to not only have this animal, but also self-produce this animal, right? I mean, it's really rewarding when you have something like this that you are like, wow, this is really an animal that stands out. You know, this is something really exciting. This gets you excited for years down the road worth of projects that you can eventually do with this thing once it raises up and matures. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited to take this animal on a journey and see what happens on the road ahead. So I'm really excited to see what's to come with this project, if anything. You know, I mean, I'm not going to lose sleep over this, but at the same time, I mean, it's kind of hard to kind of ignore what is in front of me right now. Something that myself included and a lot of people in the community have strived to produce, something that's really high in intensity of purples and tones of purples, and really nail that purple tone. I just can't believe that I hit something potentially like that in a project that I necessarily wasn't trying to hit that. You know, I was aiming for pieds, and I got this. Could this potentially, some people were saying, potentially be a super low white pied, and that's maybe what's throwing this pattern to be what it is? I can't really guarantee that. It's really hard to say with how this pattern has come out. I mean, there are things that could say yes, and there are things that could say no. I don't really see that being the case with how perfect this stripe is going down the dorsal of this animal. I don't know, I feel as though there's a lot that needed to happen to make that true to a point, so I'm kind of ruling out that it is pied for sure. Visual pied, I should say. It is 100% heifer pied. We're going to do some things down the line to figure this out a little bit more and maybe go a little bit deeper on this guy's genes, but for right now, I'm just letting him coast. I'm letting him grow, do his thing. The biggest thing I don't want to do is stress this animal out too much. I want to get it well established. I want to keep it going. It's doing so well right now. Why stop that train from keeping rolling? So we're going to keep letting it do its thing. I really just wanted to come on here to, one, show off this animal to you guys. Maybe you guys have some opinions and some answers that you guys could leave down in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate any feedback. So whether it's in the comments below, whether you hit me up on social media, my Instagram or whatever, I would love to hear from you guys. So let me know. Let's talk a little bit. I mean, this guy is definitely taking the cake for me for sure. I'm super stoked about him. But as of right now, I'm just calling him my mystery ball. So that's all this guy really is to me right now, and I'm just really happy that he's happy and healthy. There it is, guys. I just wanted to pop on here and share off this mystery ball python with you guys. I am just blown away with the purples in this guy. The tones are just unmatched to me personally that I've ever seen in an animal, a ball python specifically. I have never seen a ball python this purple truly before. I'm not just saying that just because it is my snake. I'm saying it because this is something that people have strived to reach, and to see this animal and see how purple this animal truly is just incredible to me. So I'm really stoked about that, and I just want to know what your guys' opinions are on this animal. What do you guys think of it? What is your opinions on maybe potentially what do you think is with this animal? Do you have any thoughts or opinions on this guy whatsoever? I want to hear it all from you guys, so definitely share those things down below as well too. Or like I said, please feel free to hit me up on social media as well too. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this. I'm excited for the road ahead, that's for sure. So we're going to keep letting this guy do his thing and grow, and I will keep you guys updated for sure. So definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as well as hit that notification bell, along with definitely check us out on our social media as well too. I'll be posting updates of this guy there as well too, so definitely hit me up there as well. And I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you guys for your ongoing support. Truly means the world to me. I'm excited for the road ahead. I hope you guys are too. Hopefully you guys are having a great rest of your breeding season as it's winding down. Super excited for all the upcoming shows ahead. I'm really excited to be meeting you guys there. So looking forward to that, and thank you guys so much for your ongoing support. Truly means the world to me, and until next time, we will see you guys soon. Take care.